Welcome to the Automotive Blockchain channel, everyone. Hey, this is the Automotive Blockchain channel bus. Get on board. It doesn't matter if you're new, if you've been tuning in, buckle in. We are going to be talking about some DeFi project here by the company called Carnomaly. And I've done a couple of videos in the past about them. So let's go ahead and kick this thing off. But before I do, a love dub goes out from my heart to all of you tuning into this video, whether you're new to the blockchain DLT industry or you are an old head, been tuning in for a number of years. Love dub goes out from me to you. So Carnomaly. Well, where are they at? They are located over here on my in CoinMarketCap, my Automotive Blockchain watch list. They are located on there, and as you can see, these are the tokens, the coins, the companies that I look out for that have something to do, even tangentially, in the automotive industry. And I've done a number of different videos throughout, even over the past year, that talk about these coins. So way down here, located according to CoinMarketCap, at the bottom of the list, number 3004 is Carnomaly CARR, and they are sitting at 3.5 cents. And about 30 days ago, 3 weeks ago, a little over that, I was telling everyone, I said, listen, they're making some changes. They're rolling out some new tech, a part of their platform. You may want to go ahead and back your bus up and get some of that CARR while it's still here. And what I mean by that is while it's still here at a penny and a half, as you can see, looking down here, all right? And for those of you that did listen to that and you were like, okay, let me go ahead and check that out, it is at 3.5 cents. So hey, in my opinion, this is an awesome coin. And we're going to be looking at how CARR and the DeFi side of it and liquidity pools, how they're literally using XRP as part of the liquidity pool. So let's scroll down a little bit before we get into that and look at the exchanges. If you would like to buy any Carnomaly, you can get it at KuCoin, X Markets, Probit Global, etc. And those are the Carnomaly markets. Let's dig into this, folks. So over here on the Carnomaly site, they kind of focus on three different areas, or a couple different areas. One is the CARRDeFi, there's CARChain, and then there's the Carnomaly IO. And in this particular video, we are going to be focusing on the CARRDeFi side of it all. And it's kind of neat how they break this thing all out. As far as the CARRDeFi, if we go over here and click on the CARRDeFi link, they have a number of different things where you can learn about some frequently asked questions. And I wanted to just kind of go over a couple of these so you have an idea of what people are saying. Hey, what is Carnomaly? It's new. So this website is for demo purposes only. Keep that in mind. This is just demo purposes, folks. All right. So if you're going in here, clicking around, trying to figure some things out, saying, hey, this seems to be kind of quirky. It's a demo site. All right. They did that on purpose, but not the frequently asked questions. All right. So here we go. What countries are currently supported if you wanted to use CARRDeFi? Currently, it is the U.S. They kind of note that in there. They want to start in the U.S. and open it up into other countries. How many dealerships can I purchase with CARRDeFi? Here's the thing: you're not limited. You're not limited by any specific dealer. Just find a vehicle you want to buy and complete the application process, and we'll do the rest. Pretty simple, right? So that's how they're kind of putting that out there. Here's the ticket, though. They go out and define this. And if you're new and you're trying to figure out, hey, what is a liquidity pool? I don't know what a liquidity pool is. Well, they go ahead and define that for you in very simple terms. A funding pool is an amount of digital assets that will get loaned to borrowers for payment. So you got a bunch of people, they dump all their cryptocurrency in there, or certain types of cryptocurrency into the liquidity pool. And then you have people who want to borrow against that. So let's say, for instance, there's $100,000 in there and you want to go ahead and get a Toyota Corolla. I don't know, just throwing out a vehicle. All right. So you want to go ahead and get a Toyota Corolla, then you would be borrowing against that liquidity pool. And based on your current credit situation, that would determine on where, the APR, whatever your funding is going to be on that. So speaking of which, what sort of kind of percentage profit can I expect? So if you are one of the people who are contributing to a liquidity pool, a funding pool, and you're wondering, what would be my ROI, my return on my investment that I'm putting into this pool? Well, it says, depending on the type of pool you will fund. And we're about to get into the types of pools there are in just a second. But it says, depending on which one, you could get anywhere between 7% APR and 17% APY back. APY back. And with that being said, what that means is that, you're going to find very quickly that it just depends on the risk that is associated with the person who is doing the lending. Now, here's the thing, folks. What currencies can I use to fund? The liquidity pools. And this is the big one, all right? You can use Bitcoin. You can use Ethereum. So, and you can also use XRP and CARR. That's right, your XRP would be able to be used in funding these liquidity pools. I love that. You know, now what I really like to see is if, and you know, the people over here at Carnomaly for listening, see if you can get in touch with Flare Finance. It would be great if there would be an airdrop of, let's just call it FCARR. That would be like a Flare token associated that could be put on the Flare network. That would be wonderful. But anyway, it's one of these things that maybe wishful thinking, or I'm just predicting the future. But yes, you can put XRP on there, and then there's also CARR. So that just goes down into a number of different you know, frequently asked questions. I'm going to put a link in the description below so that you would be able to check these FAQs out for yourself. Now, that being said, what about the liquidity pools or the funding pools in and of themselves? All right, so there's a couple different ones, and keep in mind this is a demo site. All right, so just understand that the CARR funding pools connect to real-time lenders. I'll scroll this down for you a little bit. So the CARR funding pools connect to real-time lenders and to real-time borrowers. They connect the two together. With CARRDeFi, the simple choice, the loan pool or pools based on the rate of risk and the rate of return that fits your needs. All right, so here they are down here. So they have prime pools, they have mid-prime pools, and subprime pools. And where that all breaks down, and it's great that they kind of break this out by your kind of your FICO score or your credit scores, and it says the prime pool is going to be those people who are 650 and above. Check that out there. And then you go over to the mid-prime pools, and those are going to be who have credits between 550 and 649. And then you have those subprime pools are between 0 and 549. And you can see very easily the BTC and ETH and CARR that can be used to fund those pools, but there's a 48th month, a 60 month, and a 72 month that applies to all three. And then you can also look down here and view the actual pools. So you can kind of click on it, and it shows here that there's a 72-month pool if you were to use your XRP. There's a 72-month pool, and that's for all, but you use 72, 60, etc. So there's a 60-month pool if you're using your Ethereum, and a 48-month if you're using that. So if your credit's on the low side, it looks like, based off of this information, that you may be able to qualify for some of these subprime pools and maybe get a little bit higher of an interest rate. In this case, let's say up to 17.5 with CARR, that'd be the liquidity pool. But you may be able to get funded somewhere along in here, and then the people who are funding the pool could get an APY of 16.9%. But yeah, you know what? You could get in on this, and you could start adding into this. Now, I know, here's the thing. If you click on this and you scroll down and you go to a particular pool, I'll just click the 72-month one. It says that it's 72% funded. I am 100% sure that this website is demo purposes only. It is not 72% funded. This is because they all say 72%. So it's one of, and they have this generic kind of language on here, because just to kind of say, hey, yes, hey people, this is a demo site. We're just kind of showing you how this is working, etc. But you can still go through and contact Carnomaly to start being added to these, just for consideration for these funding pools. So there you have it, folks. This is Carnomaly. This is CARRDeFi. In my opinion, this is a sleeping giant, and I do believe there will be other companies similar to this one coming into the automotive industry to help the tier 3 level dealerships into this finance sector. It would not surprise me if the tier 1 manufacturers are also looking into this sort of thing. I can see how this could pick up. Right now, to my knowledge, CARRDeFi is the primary one, one of the key ones that are doing this. There is another company that I'll talk about that I believe is starting to break into the scene. They're not nearly as far down the road as CARRDeFi, Carnomaly, but hey, that's it. Let me know what you think of this video. Go ahead, don't forget to subscribe. I am on my path to 1,000, and hey, don't forget to hit that notification bell. I look forward to seeing you next time on the Automotive Blockchain channel.